In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 5th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. South Carolina versus Auburn. The South Carolina Gamecocks will travel to the Auburn Arena today to take on the 5th-ranked Auburn Tigers in a Southeastern Conference matchup. The Auburn Tigers sit with a 26-4 record overall and have gone 19-11 against the spread. Over the last 4 games, Auburn has gone 2-2 and they haven't looked as dominant the last few weeks. In the last game against Mississippi State, it took overtime, but they were able to win 81-68. Auburn is averaging 79.2 points while their defense is giving up 66.9 points per game. Jabari Smith has been the top player for Auburn, averaging 16.9 points while shooting 44.3% from the field and 42.5% from behind the three-point line. On the other side of this matchup is South Carolina, that comes into this game with an 18-11 record and has gone 15-13 against the spread. South Carolina hasn't gotten a ton of attention, but they have played well this season. In the last game against Missouri, South Carolina won 73-69. South Carolina is averaging 71.7 points while their defense is giving up 69.8 points per game. Jermaine Couisnard has been the top player for South Carolina, averaging 11.8 points while shooting 41% from the field and 32.7% from behind the three-point line. Auburn is 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games. The over is 5-0 in South Carolina's last 5 road games. The over is 4-0 in South Carolina's last 4 games following an against the spread loss. The over is 9-1 in South Carolina's last 10 games overall. Auburn has been playing down the competition as of late, and that is going to be the case again in this game. Look for South Carolina to find more offensive success, and that is going to be the difference as they cover the spread. South Carolina to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both programs are continuously moving at a faster pace than most, as the Gamecocks are averaging 73.8 possessions per game, while the Tigers are averaging 74.8 possessions per game this season. Looking at the offenses between the previous 5 games, these teams can score, as South Carolina is averaging 72.8 points while Auburn is scoring 75.2 points. A big reason why has been the ability to shoot the 3 ball, as the Tigers are shooting 32% from deep while the Gamecocks are shooting 31.5% from 3. For South Carolina to stay in this game and earn the points to cover, they will have to put up some numbers. I think they'll approach 70+ points in this one, which, coupled with the Tigers' points, should easily surpass the over. There will be enough turnover-generated points on both sides to get the point total higher. Both teams will keep shooting to the end as well, because there are seniors playing the final regular season game of their careers that will want to put up some final numbers. So over the projected total is our full game total pick. Louisiana versus Texas State. The Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns will be going for their 2nd consecutive win when they face the Texas State Bobcats in the quarterfinals of the Sun Belt Championship today. Louisiana comes into this game with a 14-14 record overall, and they have gone 11-14 to 1 against the spread. In the last game against Texas Arlington, Louisiana was up by 9 points at halftime and held on in the second half to win by 3 points. Louisiana is averaging 71 points while their defense is giving up 69.4 points per game. Forward Jordan Brown has been the top player this season for Louisiana, averaging 14.6 points while shooting 50.7% from the field and 44% from deep. On the other side of this matchup is the Texas State Bobcats, who sit with a 21-6 record overall, and they have gone 13-11 against the spread. Texas State has won 9 games in a row, including the last game against South Alabama 55-52. At halftime, Texas State was tied, but in the second half they outscored them 30-27. Texas State is averaging 70.7 points while their defense is giving up 62.5 points per game. Calabas Berry has been the top player for Texas State, averaging 13.7 points while shooting 43.7% from the field. Texas State is 7-0 against the spread in their last 7 games following a straight-up win. Louisiana is 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games played on Saturday. The over is 4-0 in Texas State's last 4 neutral site games. Texas State has been winning games, but they have been playing down to the competition, and that is going to let them down in this game. Louisiana is going to find offensive success against the Bobcats' defense and finish right around 65 points. So Louisiana to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Bobcats like to control the pace, ranked number 334 in average possession length. They will be particularly interested in slowing the game down against a fast-paced team like Louisiana. Texas State has gone under the total in 4 of its last 5 games and will probably have to knock off some rust on Saturday afternoon. The Ragin' Cajuns are averaging 70.2 points per game and 67.3 points per game on the road. They averaged 71.6 points per game in their last 3 games against the Bobcats. Even though Texas State is giving up 64.6 points per game, they gave up 54.3 points per game in their last 3 games and will keep the Ragin' Cajuns well under their average in this game. The Bobcats are averaging 68.3 points per game. They averaged 75.6 points per game in their last 3 games against the Ragin' Cajuns. Louisiana ranks outside the top 200 in offensive efficiency, so this is shaping up to be a low-scoring game. With Louisiana giving up 69 points per game on the road, the Bobcats won't score enough points to push the score over the total. Plus, Texas State has been going under the total throughout the season, so I can't see a week-long layoff changing that trend. So under the projected total is our full game total pick. Virginia Tech versus Clemson. Atlantic Coast Conference regular season play will come to an end for both the Virginia Tech Hokies and Clemson Tigers when they face off today at the Littlejohn Coliseum. Neither team can move up in seeding for the Atlantic Coast Conference tournament with a win, but they could potentially drop with a loss. Clemson would most likely need to win the Atlantic Coast Conference tournament in order to gain a berth into the Big Dance. Virginia Tech, however, is currently the 4th team out of the NCAA tournament. With a win here and another 1-2 wins in the Atlantic Coast Conference tournament, and the Hokies could be dancing on Selection Sunday. These two have not met yet this season. Although the Hokies are 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games following an against the spread win, they are 4-1 against the spread in their last 6 games following a straight-up win. The Tigers are 2-5 against the spread in their last 9 games overall and are 1-3 against the spread in their last 5 home games. The Hokies are essentially playing for their postseason lives. If they were to lose this game, they would likely need to make a run to the Atlantic Coast Conference Finals at the very least in order to get into the NCAA tournament. Clemson has been on a nice run lately, but none of those teams were playing with as much on the line as the Hokies are. Combine that with the fact that PJ Hall is still questionable, I like the Hokies to take care of this one on the road. So the Virginia Tech money line is our full game side pick. Virginia Tech is 26th in offensive efficiency, 21st in effective field goal percentage, and are 5th in three-point shooting as a team this season. The Hokies run far less than the Tigers, ranking 344th in tempo with 63.2 possessions a night. Clemson is 129th in defensive efficiency, 173rd in effective field goal percentage defense, and 41st in offensive rebounding percentage allowed this year. The Tigers are 224th in tempo as they average 66.6 possessions a night on the year. With the way Virginia Tech plays defense, you have to think that Clemson's offensive numbers will be a struggle. As I mentioned above, the Hokies love to play at a snail's pace, and that may be an insult to the speed of snails. They have gone under in 6 of their last 7 games. In the last 6 meetings between these two teams, the under has come in 5 of those games. The Hokies will pull this one out in a slow, grinded-out style game on Saturday. So under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.